Okay, so here's my blog, back to an audio blog again. The time I was just testing something out, seeing what how things were working, but I'm probably going to stay to this audio format for my blogs. And one day I will actually figure out how to post this audio file as a regular audio file and not put it on top of a movie and post it on YouTube. But we'll see how that goes later on as I have time, whatever that is. Okay, so pretty good day. Week is starting out fairly well, and things are going pretty good. My classes made it through most of my lectures, so this rest of the week, students have work that they need to do, and that'll go pretty well. Left campus early today because one of my friend, a good friend of mine from my church, I had an uncle that passed, and I wanted to support her by going to the service. And very good service. One thing that I'm always concerned about when going to a funeral service is the gospel actually presented. And knowing the person that was involved with the service, I knew that that would happen, and yes, it did. Had several people that gave up. I'm sorry, that came up and actually gave a presentation of the gospel, which I believe is very important because it's all about our life and what happens when we're done with this life. Will we spend an eternity with God or not? And I think I like the statement that for you to receive the gospel, the Lord will open your eyes. I think that was probably the truest statement that I heard there. It was sung in a song, and also one of my elders actually focused in on that. Is that when God chooses you to have a relationship with Him, that He opens your eyes. He lets you see exactly who Jesus is. And so it's not about making a decision. I know I've said this a couple times, but it's not about making a decision, but it is really believing the gospel. And we can't believe it on our own. It has to be a supernatural work by God that we actually believe. And that's just how awesome God is, that He chooses us. So those that are believers, you've been chosen to have this relationship. It's not based on saying a prayer, even though it can happen at a time when a person says a prayer. But it's not the saying the prayer by itself for salvation. And so it's not based on a decision, but God choosing us. So I'm extremely grateful that God has chosen me. I know that I will be with Him forever, and I'm very glad about that fact. Rest of this week we have revival, so services on every night, and it should be a real good time. The pastor's coming in from Savannah, Georgia, always has very witty illustrations and sayings that he brings with him from Georgia, and my congregation really enjoys his time of teaching. So even though the illustrations are very witty, but they do hit home. And so his message is always something that's very impactful, very thoughtful for us. So I'm definitely looking forward to this revival. Other thing that happened to me with me at work is the fact that I was leading a committee and really felt that there were too many things going on. I really couldn't be effective in leading that committee. So over the weekend, Friday, I posted my resignation from that committee. I chose not to be chairing that committee. So now what's left is I need to try to find a replacement. So hopefully there will be someone at the college that will want to take on that position. It's a good thing to do, this committee, because it focuses on the leadership abilities of our students. And the college really wants to focus in on that and give them something tangible as part of being a part of this, what we're calling the Leadership Institute. So I look forward to seeing how that's going to grow and how God's going to grow that. But I felt that for myself, I could not effectively do that with all the things that I'm doing and be effective. My concern is that sometimes when I get overburdened with things that I need to do, it affects everything I need to do. I really don't want to do that with my students. I want to make sure that I'm giving them all my time and attention to make sure that they understand the material that we're talking about so that they can do well and actually learn about how to use these products that we're dealing with. So, just looking forward to revival this week. Looking forward to hear from God through the speaker, through the person that's delivering his message, because his message is awesome. So I guess that's about it. Going to sign off for now. Until next time, this is Billy, and this has been my blog. Grace and peace.